Beach is home. Long Beach will always be home.
Gotcha.
It's usually north side when I say it, but just trying to show love to all sides right now. So Long Beach, period. Oh shit! What's my clearest childhood memory? I've blocked out a lot of my childhood.
Fair enough.
um, so what I can remember very vividly. Um, I remember one time my cousin shot my stepdad.
Break that down for me.
I don't really like remember too much of what happened. I just remember I had got told to go for a ride with my stepdad, and my cousin was walking down the street, and they had beef. And when they had seen each other, my stepdad had jumped out the car, and my cousin just bust on him 3 times real quick. And he just ran off. I called the ambulance. I didn't even call the ambulance. I ran down to the house because we was still on the block. I ran down to the house, and I told my mom, yo, he just got shot, but I didn't say who shot him. And it was a fucked up predicament from there because they just kept asking me, who shot him, who shot him, who shot him.
So even at that age, you knew there are certain things you can't say, you can't do.
Yeah.
How old were you then? You said?
I think I was like 12, 13.
Okay. At what age do you think you started understanding, like, all right, I can't just be, I can't maneuver like everybody else maneuvers?
9. I think I was like 9 when I first realized, all right, I can't be out here moving how everybody else is moving because I'm seeing how it's affecting other people and I'm seeing how it's affecting their movements. You feel me? So I just sat back and I took in a lot of the shit that I seen. I wish that was a lie. I wish that was a lie. But I've been at parties in LA and I've witnessed the disconnect between LA and Long Beach. And I've sat back and I've heard people say, oh, Long Beach is dirty, Long Beach is gross. Just a bunch of ghetto motherfuckers in Long Beach and this, that, and the third. And it's like, man, a lot of the people that say this shit about Long Beach aren't from Long Beach, never been to Long Beach. They just ain't know about Snoop and Daz and Corrupt and what the news says. And there's been a lot of times where we've led in homicides. So it's looking like we don't know how to control ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta really be from the city to understand the quote unquote negativity that the media is trying to shove down everybody's throat. I wish that it wasn't, but when it comes to black versus brown, in Long Beach, it's more like, what side are you on? Are you on the side where the blacks and browns are coexisting, we skating at the park, we smoking with each other, we kicking it? Or are you on the side where the blacks and browns hate each other and they at each other's necks every time they see each other? And I chose early to be on the side where the blacks and browns are together, and I won't say unified, but we coexist and we're cordial. Because when you grow up, you can't be on that side just yet. You gotta kind of prove yourself in your neighborhood, and like one of the things that involve you proving yourself is fighting a Mexican. So once you realize all that shit is just a bunch of shit, that's when you're like, all right, man, this shit ain't nothing. Like, let's go skate, let's go get some burgers or something. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. One of the things that's really unifying blacks and browns right now, in the shittiest way ever, is racism. Because you got your white people, and then you have your Trump supporters. You know what I'm saying? And you got the white people, that are just white people. They just chilling. They don't care what the blacks or the browns is doing because they got their own shit going on. And then you got the people who believe everything that Trump was spewing out of their mouth, or out of his mouth. I'm sorry, and they're just like, this is right. This is this, and they also believe the KKK rhetoric and all that shit. And with them just saying nigger this, spick that, nigger this, spick that, all the time, we just looking at them like, okay, we gonna show you some niggers and some spicks. You trying to go whoop these white motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Not even on some like, you trying to go whoop these white motherfuckers that's white and just minding their own business. No, you trying to go whoop these racist motherfuckers that's calling us out of our name and disrespecting us. Yeah, come on. That's usually what unifies two opposite sides when they have one main goal to take out a bigger opposition.
The enemy, my enemy is my friend, basically, type shit.
Yep. My musical roots. My mom listened to nothing but women and men that could sing. So there wasn't really like no rap in the house. It was just like R&B and like pop, shit like that. Maya, Aaliyah, Mary J. Blige, Music, Soul Child, Sade, Dwele, D'Angelo, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. My granny is a jazz person. My granny is a jazz person, and I think that's why she liked my grandpa, because my grandpa, like, he was a jazzy person. He did his jazz thing. I ain't really know, like, I ain't really care about rap or know what rap was until, like, I could memorize words from songs. You know, just, like, I grew up hearing the Snoop and hearing, you know what I'm saying, all this shit that comes with California. But then again, like, I don't think any of the shit that I grew up listening to really, like, had any drive. Like, that shit didn't make me say, like, oh, I wanna go do what they doing. It was, I don't know, it didn't, until I, like, ran into Doom and, like, all that shit, like Doom and Dilla and all that. That's what made me want to be like, oh, okay, this shit looks cool. But as to musical roots, I can't really get into that. Because, like, there's certain family members that I have that have passed on, and I found out they was family and was like, word? Damn. Alright, that's cool. But I still don't say nothing about it, though.
I feel that respect.
Alright, fuck it, dog. I was at the crib with my uncle, and niggas used to be at my uncle crib all the time, and I never knew who niggas was. And niggas started rapping one day, and I ain't really give a fuck until I seen the niggas I was rapping in my uncle's living room on the TV. And I was like, these niggas be at my uncle's house. I'm finna do that. My pops listened to anything you could throw on that sounded gangster. 3-6 Mafia, Pop, Snoop, 8 Ball MJG, UGK, Trick Daddy. If it sounded hard, my dad was playing that shit. But my whole family is involved in music some way, somehow. So, hey, yo, for real, I was playing Tony Hawk Underground, and everybody and their grandma done played that game. The first one. There's a song on there. It's not titled as an MF Doom song. It's from the Herbalizers featuring MF Doom. And I heard that song, and I heard Low Class Conspiracy, and then I heard Rhinestone Cowboy because I did more research. And once I did more research, I was hooked from there, and it was a wrap. Been a Doom fan ever since. Yo, I was really in to Miles Davis until I watched the Miles Davis documentary. And then I was like, I don't know how to feel about this man. Because, like, he was great with all the instruments that he played, but he was a piece of shit. So, I'm just thinking, like, damn, everybody that I look up to musically has, like, a demon of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Or they're just, like, super duper positive. Because it goes from Miles Davis and fucking Tyler the Creator and Bootsy Collins to fucking Bob Marley and Bob Dylan. And then it goes to Rage Against the Machine and fucking Metallica, Slipknot. Fucking, I had a phase where I had a crush on a little white bitch from Paramore. Excuse me, the white girl from Paramore. Whatever the fuck her name is. And listen to a couple Paramore songs. Like, we all have our little phases, and I done dealt with all kinds of music. So I feel like if you open your mind to everything, that's what makes your brain say, hey, alright, this was gonna sound cool to the white folks, this was gonna sound cool to these kind of people and these people and these people, because you can't appeal to everybody. But once you figure out who you appeal to, that's when it's like, alright, we're gonna make music for these people because these people are paying attention. First time I was in the studio with this tall ass black dude named Greg Small. I don't know what the fuck Greg Small doing or where the fuck he at. But if it wasn't for me rapping with Greg Small at like 15, 16 years old, or at least trying to rap and like getting the feel for like the studio environment, I wouldn't even be me. So thanks, Greg.
Yeah. Hollywood and Western sweating the 180. No, I ain't skating, I'm waiting on transportation. Eyes wide shut, still see a nigga hating.
Oh. I feel like I didn't really formulate the flow because it's not fully developed yet. I'm still figuring out how to bounce in and out of certain pockets and hit certain notes while I'm rapping and then come back to certain words and how to say certain things and make them sound differently because the next word might rhyme with it. I'm still figuring out how to, keep everything in the pot without it overflowing. So I don't think I have the flow formulated, but what helped it was me just rapping other niggas' songs. Like me just rapping all of my favorite rappers' songs all the time. Like you put my favorite rapper on any song that come on from him, I'm gonna know it by heart. And I think me just mixing different flows from different artists and just having my voice and like being good with words is what's helping formulate the flow, but it's not formulated completely.
So you're practicing without even knowing, basically.
Oh, I know that I'm practicing because practice makes perfect. You're supposed to practice. But I do have my moments where like I'll catch myself making a sandwich in the kitchen and just get to rapping about the sandwich. So yeah, I'll be practicing without practicing or practicing without knowing, so to speak. But it's all still practice. The end of 2017, and it's because I got out of prison and didn't have nothing to do. And I didn't want to go back to doing what I was doing before I went to prison. Not because I was going to fuck around and get caught and go back to prison. Because I knew if I went back to the old life, I was going to go 10 times as hard, fuck around, be on some drug lord shit, and then go out like one of the drug lords that had been shot by the police or somebody that needed some drugs. So I'd rather not do that. And I just wanted to do something creative. It wasn't even rap at first. But I was dating this girl and she had died. And then the homegirl was just like, yo, you gotta find something to do with like your anger and your pain. You know what I'm saying? Write it down. I was like, alright. I ain't really write it in rap form, but I just started writing. And I noticed that certain parts had rhymed. And I still didn't really want to be a rapper. It's just me writing. But I went to the studio with a homie one day and he was playing beats, and like he wasn't even rapping, he was just playing beats. And motherfuckers was like, man, I'm not about to use this time, so like if anybody want to rap, go ahead. I'm like, yo, I got something to say. Start from there. Niggas was kicking niggas' doors in, plain and simple. Moms had put me out. Niggas was couch surfing with other niggas that was couch surfing, and we was all just tired of couch surfing. You feel me? And one day motherfuckers had got a gun. And I'ma just leave it at that.
How much time did you end up doing?
2.5 years. Nah, nigga, ain't nothing positive about prison. Ain't nothing positive about prison, nigga. We was in there running fades. They was in there hitting us with water hose and beanbag guns. They was calling us niggers and shit stains and calling the Mexicans spics and all kinds of shit. Bruh, nothing is positive about prison. So the one thing that is positive is leaving. If you make it out that motherfucker, you leave with your full body intact. Nobody done poke something in you, put nothing in you, none of that shit. That's the positive part. That's the only positive part about prison, is making it out. Both. I speak from experience and I speak from the knowledge that I've gained when it comes to rebellion and being rebellious. I've done hours of research. I've dived into the deepest Black Panther wormhole on YouTube and didn't leave it for like 3 days. Like, damn. Came out that shit like, yo, what the fuck? I just learned so much. But then at the same time, like I said, going to prison and dealing with the white power structure and how they literally try to recreate the slave inside of prison. The prison industrial complex and being institutionalized when you leave. That shit real. That shit real as fuck. On the dead homie, the other day I was brushing my teeth and I lift the toilet seat up and I spit in the toilet instead of spitting in the sink. Now when you locked up, you can't spit in your sink. You got a cellie. You gotta be respectful of your cellie because you don't want to wipe up your spit. So you gotta spit in the fucking toilet because the sink water don't really wash that shit out, bruh. I caught myself doing that shit and was like, damn, bro. I've been out for years now. You feel me? But like that shit is still, they try to burn that shit in you. I was like 13. I was a little ass kid when I was like, oh, this shit is wild. This shit is crazy. This shit is completely fucked up. I think the one moment where I realized it was super fucked up was with the fucking I can't remember how old I was. But you remember that swimmer dude that raped that girl? That Brock dude, whatever his fucking name is, he was some swimmer dude. And he had like raped a girl and went to jail for like 30 days. And they let him go on like probation or some shit. And then like the next month, some dude had got accused of the same shit. They threw the book out that nigga. And I was like, they both did the same shit. But I'm assuming because he's white, he got less time. And they're trying to make an example out of this brother right here. Every day, they trying to make an example out of us. It's annoying. And it's fucked up because once Clinton dumbass put the 3-strike law in place, you can fuck around and be stealing a piece of pizza because you was hungry, and then next thing you know, hey, come here. You just stole that piece of pizza. You go in jail. All right, for sure. I'll get out. It ain't nothing but some pizza. Hey yo, it's a wrap. This your third one. You done. You don't got no bond. What? I don't have a bond for stealing a piece of pizza? Clinton. Because I feel like, listen, people are so used to what they've been fed over the years that they just know it as the normal. My nigga, there's no such thing as the lesser of two evils. If this nigga evil and this nigga evil, I don't care who's less evil. They both evil. Leave them over there. Where the good guys at? There's no such thing as the lesser of two evils. Give me a good person. Show me the evil person. I'm gonna pick the good person. Y'all can do what y'all want with the evil person. But with America and over time, how things have been fed to us, the evil person is putting money in your pocket. So motherfuckers literally lost their mind when they found out Trump was leaving office. And it's like, bro, he leaving office, but at the same time, the man coming into the office ain't gonna do us any better. He's just less problematic than the gas that was literally being poured on the fire. Yo, what really blew my mind was when I found out Madlib was Quasimodo. That's like the top. That's like the top, bro. That's on the list of things that blew my mind in the music world. Was when I literally found out he was the nigga doing that voice. And it wasn't two different niggas on the song. It was the same person for the whole project. And I was just like, yo, wait. So he's him? And, whoa, what? I think that's when I was just like, yo, this man's the greatest. Because that, to this day, it still blows my mind. Like, you have multiple perfect projects as this character. And it's just you. But it seems like there's two different people on there. Sometimes three. That shit is so fire. My first time I ever did shrooms is the reason I have this tattoo. Because it was the happiest I ever been in my life. I think... Oh, man. I think there's been a couple other times where I've just been like, yo. But the first time I ever did it was my first time. I've never felt this feeling before. So I'm just like, yo. Oh, shit. And like, there's like tracers from lights. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm looking at the ground and like, not the ground, but the design of how the ground is painted is like waving, and I'm laughing so fucking much, and I'm just like, yo, this is the greatest feeling ever, bro. And it lasted for like 12 hours. I'm just, yo, hey, we lit. Oh shit, this was before lit was even a word, nigga. Before lit was even a thing. I'm like, this is the greatest shit ever. What the fuck? Yeah, it was lit. I was in the bay. The homie the next day was like, yo, did you eat that sandwich that I left in my bag? And I was like, yeah, bruh, had some nasty ass mushrooms on it. And he was like, you ate that whole sandwich? I was like, yeah. He was like, you ever did shrooms before? I was like, hell no. But after I ate that sandwich, nigga, it was, woo, I was gone. He was like, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. He wasn't even mad because it was like a lot of shrooms on that sandwich. And I'm just thinking, niggas probably just like shrooms on their sandwich. And it's not, they don't look like the mushrooms that come on pizza, but like some of them did. Not like little flat ones, but like some of them was just some of the caps was flat. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna eat this shit. At first, the clothes was on some political shit. They still are. It's just political statements, something that I want to make sometimes. But it's just another way to express myself and just deal with depression and mental health and thoughts that I don't want to think. Like, if I'm not having a good day, I'll just go try to make something. That's literally it. This shit is for me, man. If a nigga make it, he make it. If he don't, he don't. If people like it, they like it. And if they won't, they won't. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this shit is just another form of therapy for me. It's just another way to deal with life shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers from the streets rap because they don't want to go tell no therapist about the shit they dealing with in the streets. And 9 times out of 10, your homie or your girl not really gonna be able to feel you the way a motherfucker might feel you if you express that shit on a beat. So that's all I care about. It's just expressing myself.
So I'm saying, like,
rest in peace to my nigga Rainbow, man. B Street was a fire movie, and it really shows you that there's 2 types of niggas in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that care about what's going on in the world, and then the niggas that don't care. You know what I'm saying? You had Easy and Cube and everybody screaming "fuck the police" and telling people to express themselves, and you have Public Enemy saying "fight the power," and you know what I'm saying? All of these different people were like, yo, nigga, do this. And then you had the other niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to grow up around the other niggas. But growing up around the niggas who worship the money, cars, and the clothes, and the girls all in the videos and shit, it shows you like, alright, for sure, I can have this, but at the same time there's niggas over here that are preaching about this and they want me to understand this. And it's like, as long as you understand this, you don't need this. It's just more powerful in the realm of the righteous. Ooh, a nigga started traveling when we started rapping, nigga. Oh, I ain't never been in New York in my life, nigga. And then somebody had hit me up and was like, hey, you trying to do a show in Brooklyn? And I was like, part of California is that, nigga? I ain't never been there. He was like, nah, nigga, New York, nigga. Brooklyn, New York. Over by Queens and Harlem and shit. I'm like, nigga, Harlem Street is in downtown LA. Like,
this nigga's still in disbelief.
you feel me? Like, the Harlem Crips is, you know what I'm saying? They over there, like, they in their 40s. Like, what is you talking about Harlem for? You're like, no, nigga, I really need you to come to New York and perform with me. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's tight. All right, I'm down as fuck. Like, I'll definitely go. And that was, like, my first time ever in New York.
What show?
It wasn't even like anything, professional, cause actually niggas had got there. I still got the flyer. I still remember all this shit. Yo, niggas had got there to the venue, right? And the venue was on some racist shit and didn't even let us perform. And we had that night booked, but another band, like a bigger band, I'm not gonna say their name because I fuck with them, and they didn't know that somebody had already bought that space. They had came through and was like, yo, like, can we perform here? And I guess they had told them yeah, and they had paid more money than us. But the motherfuckers that had pulled up to see us perform was not having it. And they were deep, and they were mad because it had started raining while they were waiting on, like, their tickets or, like, refunds and shit. So niggas was just like, yo, hey, fuck it, we just finna perform outside. So niggas was like, no, fuck that. Let's go to an Airbnb and perform. I'm like, no, fuck that. This is New York. We can walk around and literally find somewhere to perform, nigga. So niggas was like, all right, for sure. I shit you not. We're walking around New York. It's me, the homie Gene, the homie Samo, Leak. What's that one nigga's name from Virginia? He's really good.
Virginia got some spitters, bro.
Trees Low Key. That nigga Trees Low Key was there, and we was all like just in New York. He was walking around. Somebody comes running out of an alley. Yo, I found it. Come on. So niggas is like, what? Word? We follow this nigga. He opens a door, and this door leads to like this platform. And then this platform leads to another platform, and there's a glass window that looks out onto the street. And niggas is like, oh yeah, bet. Get the speaker, get all this shit, bring it in here. We live in here. And niggas had a show in some random ass abandoned like fashion warehouse with nobody's permission. Niggas done been to Connecticut for rap, Texas, Chicago, Vegas. No, I've never been to Vegas. Nevada. Niggas wasn't in Vegas. We went to Nevada. The homies just helped. Much love from all the homies was being shown, and a lot of people were like, man, you got some raps, nigga. Like, you want to come perform here, and you want to come meet these people? And I was just like, yeah, you know, like, thank you. Like, whatever I got to do to show you that, like, you know, I'm really serious about my shit. Like, you know, I'm down. I think the first person to really give me a chance out here in LA, because I ain't really need somebody to give me a chance in Long Beach. Like, you kind of just rap in Long Beach, and if niggas see you rapping, they gonna make you perform. You feel me? So, but in LA, I think the first person to really give me that that nudge, like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, you rap? Oh, and you're good? I don't know where this fool is, but his name's Taj. And he like makes hats and shit. And he started some movement called the Black Artist Party. And he would like have shows, and he sells these cool ass hats. And he hit me up and was like, yo, do you want to perform at the first Black Artist Party? And I was like, wait, me? Word? The first one? Like the premiere of all this shit? And he was like, yeah, man. I'm like, yo, that's deep. Like, hell yeah, I'm down. And it was a good ass show, man. And it was good ass vibes. That was like my first real show in LA that kind of really pushed my name out there. I can't even remember who was there. There was a band, and they were like super fucking good. There was photographers, and they had their photos displayed on the walls, and there's people with clothes. Mike was there. He was the last person to perform. Big Mike. Never leave your brothers behind. Feed your people at all times. Don't ever let a queen cry. I think my uncle taught me that one the most, because my uncle used to get into it with his woman a lot, and they would scream, but she would never cry. And I think there was a moment where they was going at it verbally, and she had like made a face and like teared up, and he was like, oh no, don't cry. No, hey, let's just throw all this out. And like seeing him like just at the feet of a woman because he wanted to give her the world, I felt like that was, you know, burned into my brain, like instilled into my memory. Like, yo, like, one thing you gotta do, not just as a person in your neighborhood, not just a crip, not just, no matter where you from, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta take care of your people, you gotta treat your women right, and you gotta make sure your community and your environment around you is progressing at all times. Like, that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? To be a Crip, just to make sure the revolution, the community revolution, is in progress and it keeps going. You know what I'm saying? And you learn your negatives, but you learn your positives, and the positives that you learn end up being the reasons why you want to stay. Not to look cool, not to do the shit they doing on the internet. That shit don't make you want to do this shit. Because niggas die behind this shit. Niggas do get shot for this shit. Every day. So, when people try to play with that shit, it really bothers me. Like, yo, like, we over here really dying for this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And y'all making it just a negative at all times, but there are positives. So, I don't know.
No, that's hard, bro. That's hard as fuck.
I grew up around niggas who didn't give a fuck about what niggas said about them. Literally, everybody in my family. I grew up with motherfuckers who wore what they wanted to wear and did what they wanted to do and said what they wanted to say. So that's always been me. That's what I know. Just not giving a fuck. Never caring. Wearing what I want. Saying what I want. If I am saying something that is moving the people, but it offends one person, that one person is offended for the right reason. And it means that I'm doing my job the right way. So, that's just that. I don't care what people think of my image. I can rap, nigga. I don't care what you think of my pants and like my messed up skate shoes and my flannel and like my fucking hand sewn shirt. Nigga, I can rap really, really good.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't care about looking cool in the Givenchy and all that shit. That shit's corny, bro.
Believe that it's me, I am who I am, fuck who you need me to be. They see a nigga with a slice and wanna eat off my piece. When the fiends come outside, they need help to survive.
Bro, if one thing pissed me off the most, it was 2020. I didn't want to think about it. But for 2021, I'm just gonna try to keep it as positive as possible. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. A lot of my niggas died in 2020. A lot of them. We lost 9 niggas last year, bro. And then we just lost my cousin 3 days ago. So,
Condolences, bro.
niggas is dealing with shit. But there's more, to it. And there's a brighter side of life, and there's greener grass on the other side, whether you're smoking it or stepping in it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a light in 2021 that I'm trying to grasp, because 2020 was just so dark. Not just for me, probably just for you too. For everybody. 2020 was fucked up, nigga. We had to deal with... Nigga, I realized in 2020 that I lived like 4 different lives, and it felt like a whole 5 years passed in 2020. I feel like I'm smarter. I feel like I leveled up. I'm more advanced, but then again, I'm softer. I'm more quiet. I'm more in tune with myself after seeing the world literally go to shit in a matter of fucking 12 months. I got 2 goals in 2021, and those 2 goals are my 2 goals every year, and that's just to stay black and stay alive. Whatever else happens, bro. I'm not into planning things no more. I got over planning and looking forward to shit a long time ago. So now I just live, and whatever happens, it happens. You got no expectations, man. Nobody moved how Nipsey moved. Nobody was as smart as Nipsey was. Nobody was as bold or brave or as intelligently forward as Nipsey was. So I guess if there's one person that I look at and I'm just like, damn, that nigga was perfect. It was Nipsey, bro. That nigga was literally Jesus to me. Like, you look at him and you just like, bro, can't do no wrong. Never heard nothing bad about that man. Never did no wrong. So, if anything, like, them the footsteps I'm trying to follow in, because it's like, people tell you there's all different types of people to look up to and this, that, and the third, and your granny be telling you in the Bible it say don't worship false idols and this, that, and the third, and it's like, MC wasn't false. That was the truest nigga I ever seen in human form. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever chance to ever meet him or get close to him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not close,
Yeah.
but I met him a couple of times for sure.
That's dope.
I guess already being plugged in. Like, just my uncle just being my uncle and him just playing shit at the barber shop that I make and niggas being like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, him right there on his phone. Oh damn, hey little nigga, you got more of this shit? Da-da-da. Fuck around and met that nigga D Parker like that. He done did shit for 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and worked with Dre, and he over there with Shady and them niggas right now, and he pulled up to the barbershop and got his hair cut. We was already listening to some of my shit, and he was like, who is this? Uncle was like, him. And he said it with such confidence that D Parker was like, yeah, yo, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. Nigga, I've been in settings with people where we was all chilling and motherfuckers was like, yo, hey, I'm trying to go to this function. Somebody there I want to talk to. What you want to talk to him for? Oh, I'm trying to get this done. Da-da. You think he want to talk about that at a party, bro? You think he came to this party to talk business? Bro, patience can move a mountain. But at the same time, it can plague your mind. And it can make you weak if you're not a strong-minded person.
Facts. It's a fact. So I saw for some reason that you have features on your songs, but you're not featuring anybody else's music. And I knew there's a reason behind it. Is there a reason behind that?
Yo, you're the first person that ever asked me that. And I was
that.
hoping that no one would catch on to
I
that.
picture like that's one of the first things that people like. This nigga's not featuring anybody else's music.
Oh, fuck. Yo, alright, this how it is, and this how it's gonna go forever. I do not do songs with niggas to where they can take it and put it on their project. Because if the project boo-boo, I'm on it. There is no saving the project that's boo-boo. There is no saving that project. My one good verse on that one good song, where he also gave his one good verse, is not going to save this whole project. But if we flip it around and I give somebody the chance to be on something I'm doing, I'm completely holding myself accountable for, one, his verse being bad if it's bad. 2, him not promoting it if he don't promote it. 3, me promoting it, telling people about it if I want to do that. And just having that responsibility is something that really sits well with me. Like, I can't be like, alright, for sure, send me that John, we finna run it up, and send that shit back, and then that John on a project that I don't fuck with. Like, no, nigga, I need you. And I'm also not somebody that want to be like, alright, send me the whole project so I can see. At the end of the day, I'm already like, alright, bro, I'll do the song, but if it's finna be on a project, you gotta let me hear the project before you put the project out. That's why niggas don't get features. That's why niggas don't have features for me. And also, I know my worth, and niggas don't want to pay for it.
landscape wise, Jamonte got one time to send me a beat. Jamonte got one time to send me anything, and we going up. I've always wanted to work with Jamonte. Navy Blue. Who else right now? There ain't too many like rappers I want to work with. I just want to work with producers a lot. I love what all the producers are doing right now. I really want to work with Knowledge. I have to work with Knowledge. But my dream collaboration, my dream like feature would have been from Nate Dogg, bro. And that song would have been so fire. I've sung it so many times in my head. I know what it sounds like. Oh, fuck. It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. And it's just like, man, I don't want to do no shit where like they take some empty verse and put them on my shit. Like, I just wanted it to be genuine, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to do some shit with Snoop. Hands down. Fuck around, do some shit with Corrupt, funny ass. I would love to do some shit with Corrupt.
That nigga's insane.
That nigga's to the core.
No pun intended.
To the core, man. That man is insane, but he's insane in a great way, and I would love to work with Corrupt. Janae Aiko, too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She's ridiculous.
Janae Aiko has an amazing voice. She from right over there, bro. She's literally right down the street, probably right now. Everybody is right over here, bro. That's why I fuck with Janae. She genuine. She
You can tell.
straight from, you know what I'm saying, here.
Soil, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? LA was like, here, this is Janae. You can have this. She represents us. Skating. I skated before I rapped. Skateboarding was around way before rapping was. I didn't even fucking care about rapping until I started skateboarding and played Tony Hawk Underground. I think that's what really opens doors. That's what makes connections. That's what makes people want to pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're the dude from the park that did that kickflip backtail. Da-da-da. Oh, man, you're so-and-so. You did heel flip nose grind somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're so-and-so. Do blah, blah, blah. Skateboarding is it's not about, you know, being cool and being the most famous skater or being like the richest nigga. It's literally about that unity and that brotherhood that you get with gangbanging. Like, same shit. That's why I think I really started like going to the park like all the time, because I'm just like, even if I'm not around like the homies from the hood, I'm around the homies that skate. So somebody finna hold me down today if I get into some shit. Or if I feel bad and I'm not feeling like me, I can go be around somebody. So skateboarding really saved a nigga life, for being honest. Yeah, Ghost Skate Day last year. The Ghost Skate Day last year was perfect, bro. It was perfect. Like, I had my little shorty with me. We was skating through the streets, and like in Long Beach, we take Ghost Skate Day very seriously, and we also take protesting and peace movements very seriously. So on Ghost Skate Day, we had a push for peace from Pharmacy Skate Shop in Long Beach, which is on Pine, all the way down to the fucking Bluff, which is past Cherry and some more on. So the streets was just filled with everybody just skating, people honking at us, showing support, showing us love. Like, Long Beach is a city that is filled with love. Genuine, real love. That's why when I got out the car, when I got here, it's like, oh, he pulled up with a white girl. And then, boom, white girl hugs me for 7 minutes. And it's like, oh, wait, this a different type of white shorty. Like, it's just a different type of love. We all genuinely care about what's going on. And if skateboarding is involved, oh, man, you can
you can kiss your plans goodbye. Whatever we was doing, it's over with. I'm with the homies now. We skating. We here. Spliffs, beers, love. That's all it's about, man. Every time. So I think every time I skate in Long Beach, I have the best skate day ever. But the one best day ever skateboarding was definitely last year at the Go Skate Day. Mr. Marksman, his bitch ass, he gonna say, anybody who doesn't stand for the pledge today will be going to the principal's office. So, pledge came around, and he said that because I wasn't standing for the pledge, and it was just me. And pledge came around. Everybody stand for the pledge. I stayed seated. When I say like 8 to 9 other kids also stayed seated with me, and hit him with this look. He was like, "Oh, y'all think this is a game? You. Go to the principal's office." We go to the principal's office. Principal like, "What y'all doing down here?" We didn't stand for the pledge. All right, just stay here until your next period and go to your next period. For sure. Like, there's teachers that take their job so seriously that they think they're saving America by teaching us some bullshit that America made up. You not saving nothing by telling me the Pilgrims met with the Indians and they had a good old jolly time. No, bitch. Tell me the real motherfucking story. They met up and they killed everybody. Fuck what your teacher telling you. Your mental health is completely one. You feel me? There's nothing else after that. It's the one. It's one on the list of things you need to do, take care of, protect, and share properly. Your mental health is the most important. And when I hear that phrase or whatever, that's what I think. Like, how is my mental health? Am I good today? And if I'm not good today, I'll tell myself, no, we not good today. And I probably won't go outside. But I'm having these moments where like I can actually tell myself, yo, we're not good today. We gotta stay inside. Yo, we can go outside and skate today. Because you have to understand there's different parts of you, but it's all you. And once you understand that you have to take care of these different parts equally and still remain them, or still have them remain, I think that's when shit gets easier. You can't take care of your body physically without taking care of yourself mentally, and you can't take care of yourself mentally if you're not going to take care of yourself physically. It all goes hand in hand. I'm a big advocate for that, and I guess what I do when I can't like get my meds or go talk to a therapist, I just find something else to do that doesn't involve me losing my mind. If I can't find someone to talk to, I'll literally just like, I'll beg myself like, yo, what can we do right now? What can we do right now? I know you can do something right now. And then I'll just try my best to find something else to do with the negative energy. Hell yeah, it's okay to not be okay. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care if you Crip, you Blood, you SA, you the toughest nigga in the world. It's okay to not be okay, because you gotta feel that shit. Because if you don't feel that shit, it's just gonna overflow. Now, if it overflow, you can either let it out peacefully, like in a very calm manner, like flowing water, or it's gonna explode like champagne or like soda, how it does, or like a waterfall when the water's just everywhere. And one thing I didn't get from my actual therapist, but I did get from Bruce Lee,
is the water thing. Like when he was like, empty your mind and be formless, shapeless like water. That shit is important. Water has no form, knows no boundaries. It can go anywhere, it can do anything. Has no control, but it can control itself. And I think that is the most important thing to know. Is how to control yourself without being controlled by other people. And to know that it's okay to not be the happy guy all the time. You can't be that. It's impossible. Growing from pain. I'm actually taking the time to sit with this first project that I'm gonna release this year. It's called Growing from Pain. I'm just thinking about all the painful moments, the positive pain, the negative pain, and how I've grown from it. And I just want to take this project and have it literally be something that people can go to whenever they want to. Like, if people who don't know me, they can go to this project and be like, alright, if you want to know who this guy is and what he's about, listen to this. Even though I'm like that on all my shit, I just want, this is going to be the one where people are like, oh, that's why he do that. Oh, that's why he did that when I seen him over there that day, type shit. So we growing from pain. 2021, more clothes. I'm dropping some boards in the summer. Some nigga asked me to do some shoes. I don't know who the fuck he think I am. I'm not gonna make shoes ever. I'm not Michael Jordan. Might make some socks, hats, shit like that, but I'm just trying to progress and prosper. 2021. Probably have a kid or something. I don't know. Probably get somebody pregnant.
I tell you, slow down, my friend. Slow down a little bit. So I'm not co-signing that.